Numero uno. All right. Oosa. Calm it down. Oh, wait, no, we're talking about tailgating, so I got to ramp back up. Numero uno. U.S. Bank Stadium. Hashtag tailgate gate.
No, God, please, no.
And tailgating might be in trouble at U.S. Bank Stadium. City Council meeting this week said that there might be maybe one surface lot of about 1,000 spots open for tailgating. But, of course, tailgating takes up multiple spots. Anyone who's ever been to a good tailgate, so possibly 600 to 700 spots open for tailgating. That's from the Star Tribune. And, of course, this is much less than the Dome. And people are wondering why. Why is there less tailgating space at this U.S. Bank Stadium than the Dome? Well, maybe because we built a McMansion on that lot. Because U.S. Bank Stadium is a behemoth compared to the Metrodome. And it's, I mean, it just makes sense. It's simple math. And this is the trade-off for having the precious downtown stadium, for going against the grain of what a lot of teams are doing now with their modern stadiums. And you look at the 49ers, Candlestick right there in San Francisco, they built in Santa Clara. Why? Because the land was cheap. And you look at the Giants and the Jets from back in the days, like, why did they go to the Meadowlands in New Jersey? They're the New York Giants because, well, real estate prices are extremely expensive in urban areas, and Minneapolis is no different. So this is the trade-off. This is why the Arden Hills Stadium I could get behind, because you could spread out. There would be ample parking, a giant municipal lot or a giant stadium lot, and you could tailgate wherever the hell you wanted, really. And we've had these issues with the Dome before. Not a lot of parking. A lot of it is hodgepodge, ad hoc, private parking, and who knows what those rates are going to be. They're free to raise and lower the prices as they want. It's a free market, and this has always been the issue with the Dome, and this is going to be a continual issue with U.S. Bank Stadium. Why could people not see this coming? Why is this such an issue now? Suddenly now, when the entire 2 years, 3 years while we're building the stupid stadium, we could easily see the writing on the wall. It's dumb, and a lot of the lots around the stadium, like we said, are private, and also a lot of them are churches. There are a number of churches that are around the footprint of U.S. Bank Stadium. So obviously, you're not going to be able to use those parking lots on Sunday mornings for obvious reasons. People are going to church, and it's first off, I don't really get it. Tailgating is fun. Don't get me wrong. Tailgating is fun, but it can easily get away from people. It can very easily escalate quickly. And then you see all the viral videos of like Buffalo Bills fans tailgating, breaking tables, being drunken idiots all over the place. And that's something the NFL is trying to curtail. That's something they're trying to scale back on. As especially, you get these drunken fans inside of stadiums. It's a huge concern. And if you're out in the parking lot getting lit off of your own beer, your own Fireball, etc., and you're drinking for 4 to 6 hours before the game, think of how sloppy, drunk, and belligerent you're going to be in the game. That's one of the reasons why I don't really like going to football games. That's one of the reasons why a lot of parents have trepidations about bringing their kids to games. Because they see these drunken idiots stumbling around, swearing, starting fights, vomiting in trash cans. That is what happens at a modern NFL football game. And it is not just Raiders fans. It's not just 49ers fans. This happens at every single stadium across the country. So the NFL, trying to make this as family-friendly as possible, I could see why they're trying to push back on this when it comes to new stadiums. Eventually, it'll get phased out altogether or very heavily regulated. Like I'm sure this designated tailgate area is going to be heavily policed. And you know what? If you're stumbling, if you're vomiting, if you're starting fights in the parking lot, they're not going to let you in the stadium. Sorry. Yes, you may have tickets, but hey, sorry, you're not getting in. And I don't know. Plus, the conspiracy theory slash capitalist in me says that, what, if there are like a bunch of local establishments, popping up around U.S. Bank Stadium, maybe some under control of the Vikings, maybe some just have a wink-nod agreement, wouldn't the Vikings, wouldn't it be in their interest to push business towards those places? Like the Huberts or the other bars that are around, like the old Metrodome area. Yeah, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Plus, if People come in 3 sheets to the wind. They're not going to be buying the $11 beers and souvenir cups. They're not going to be buying the $8 white wine spritzers from the Ultra Bar, things like that. It just makes sense. It really does.
The Cold Omaha Podcast Network.